Welcome back. It is Saturday morning. I am caffeinated and not crabby. The house is awake, so I'm not going to get yelled at for yelling, laughing, playing my music too loud. So, as you know, I have been working on a new project in something that I've never built before, and it is finally done. Finished it working last night down here, talking to the guys on coffee. Coffee. Here we have Doom. I have to turn another light on because this thing is like invisible. We got more light. Yeah, can't even see it. Hopefully it comes through better on the camera. This is my version of the toothpick build. I'm not going to break out the scale. I don't care how much it weighs. Got to look cool. Got to perform well. And from the little bit I was able to fly in the basement yesterday, this thing is going to be a rocket ship. It is literally a 1S, 3-inch build. I've had this canopy forever. I couldn't tell you where it came from. It's a great canopy, not super heavy, and it's flexible. I can't really show you, but it'll handle a crash really well. The camera is well tucked in behind there. I even shaved it back just a little bit, hoping it wouldn't be in the view, and it's not. I can adjust the angle of the camera. I have the caddx battery's done. Caddx Baby Ratel 2 Starlight in there. I went with a touch heavier camera. I didn't go with the Ant or the Ant Light because this is my favorite camera. Regardless of where you're flying or what you're doing, I feel like you can see more. So I just stuck with what I know. I've got some rcin power. I don't know if I'm going to be able to focus on the 1202.5. Like, I don't know if it has the kV in here. Hold on, my fingers aren't working. There's the kV. Super flat pancake style motors. I'm probably going to put motor screws on it. I haven't yet. So I just want to rip it around in the house. And if you're conscious about weight, obviously just using the post versus that would save you a little bit. I honestly don't know the difference, but it'd be a matter of if it slides off the post and pops the prop off. Don't want to deal with that. 4 internal guts. It is, big shout to Athix FPV, one of the new members of New England FPV. Go check him out, subscribe, give him some respect. He sent me a bunch of canopies. He sent me the board and the frame. And then FPV budget builds. He bought some, we call them 0802 motors off me, and I sent him a big care package. And for that, I got these motors. Said I got myself the camera and I had to get a receiver, but he sent me, Athix sent me the zeez all-in-one board. Trying to think what I had to do it. He had set it up for the original Spektrum, which was 3.3 volt, and the receiver I had died or doesn't like this board. I don't know, but I ended up getting the Happy Model speki receiver and wired that up, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. So on the bottom there, yeah, you can see the color wires. On the bottom there, tucked away in the bottom, is the receiver. The VTX is sitting directly protected, double-sided taped, and a little bit of hot glue on top of there. I have the eachine nano on top of there with this kick-ass iflight antenna, and I have this on 4 different quads now. You're gonna focus. You see that? Let me see if I can get better light. There we go. That's the antenna. It's got the UFL connector. I should have saved and not put this on yet to show you how clean. They said the VTX is sitting directly on top with a piece of double-sided tape to separate the electronics so they can't short out. I'm going to use just a couple pieces of hot glue to protect the connector. Micro, and there's literally about that much wire. It just runs right off onto the side. On this side of the board, it has your camera in and camera out, which were super tiny pads. But yes, it's the zeez all-in-one board from FPV Cycle. That's the board that he sent. I changed out and did an XT30. It had just a pH 2.0 on it, and after all the reviews and stuff I watched, that they recommend that for the best power distribution over the pH 2.0 solid or rolled pin. So I just eliminated that completely. I did add one LED, of course, on the back. It comes from a strip, which I can't get access to really easy, that I've used on a bunch. Just one little LED back there, some glue, and it just bent around, so if it takes a hit, it will flex. That way, at least if I'm flying and it goes down, anytime I've ever said, hey, look, why do you put LEDs on it? And if I go down or get caught in scraggle or something like that, always been able to find it instantly because of the LED. So I knew that the antenna wires were going to be long on this receiver. Oh, who's texting? Nice. So as you know, I said I put it in the back. So you can see the back of the receiver right there. And then I ran it through 2 pieces of heat shrink. So what I did was I lined it up, slid it in, and then I put just a little bit of hot glue down there so it helps squeeze it, glue it, and keep it out of the way, and they come out the back. So they should stay out of the way of the motors unless there's a very unique crash, but I do have backup antennas. And it'd be a pain in the ass to have to take it all apart just to get to that. But it's there. And they're out of the way, they're separated. So, I mean, that's really honestly about it. Tuning for this is going to be a little bit different. I did my basic tune on it just to start. To get to tuning is a pain in the freaking can. The USB port is on the back and it's firing up. I don't think you can see it right there. I was debating on doing a slit in this or a notch or something like that, so I didn't have to take the canopy off, and it's not the end of the world. And it's got little plastic nuts that hold down either side, and there is a hole with a little flap there to get that one on, and I wanted to originally do the same thing, but I made the camera wires short so I can still take the canopy off, but I couldn't lean it the way that I wanted to get to that one. So I came up with a cool solution. There is a long rubber isolator sitting on Giggity, the shaft, and then I put the nut right there, and that's kind of cool. So if I wanted to push this down a little bit farther or change the angle of the canopy at all, I just tighten that little thing just a little bit, and then when it squeezes, it bows out and it puts pressure. So it's holding down the front nice and secure. And like I said, I can't do anything with the back. I still may. We'll see how. I'm just worried about this moving around and creating any vibration on the canopy. I can't see it being that horrific. And again, it's DVR footage, not HD. So my OCD hopefully will leave me alone and not do that. But if I do, I'd cut a tiny little hole, do the zip tie thing so it comes up, and then I'd notch out the back for the USB. But as of now, Doom is done, and batteries are charged. It's only 5 degrees this morning, and I really don't want to go outside and freeze my ass off and get a short flight time. So, in the last video, did anybody, other than Athix, because he sent me this, does anybody have any idea what game that came from? If you were doing a big, or like a 5-inch toothpick, that would be a great canopy to put it, because you can put a big camera in it and the weight wouldn't matter. This thing's freaking super cool. So, stay tuned. I'm going to try to get some footage today if it warms up enough, and I'm working with the guys. Our crew is growing, more people, and as you know, like I said in the video I was sitting in the toaster, that we are trying to grow and help create a more of a community to helping people get into this hobby. And from the guys I've talked to already, they've gone through a very similar thing with me, with wasting a lot of money, breaking a lot of stuff, and having no real help. So I feel like if we can create a community, I'm going to keep saying that word a million times, to reach out to an outlet for you guys to help you find the right product, because we're not making any money off it. We're not trying to sell it. We don't have affiliate links or any of that stuff. It's just a place you can go and have people to talk to, and we're going to see where it goes from there. I'm very proud of what we've got going now, so stay tuned. Footage from Doom coming soon, and I am looking forward to spring, like many of you, because this cold shit sucks. So let me know what you think of Doom. Any questions on a toothpick build? I know Hillbilly FPV, he's stoked, he wants to build one, and he's working on a whoop. I'm glad that he's back with us. That's great. So anyway, food time. Peace out.